so welcome back. How have you been
Hi.
doing?
Thank you so much for seeing me again.
Of
I'm
course.
freaking out, and I know I only have a small time, but you were able to fit me in. Thank you so much.
Of course, anytime that you need it. I know it's only been a couple weeks since I saw you last, and we talked about some changes then. So how have things been going?
Well, things were good until I spoke to my stupid doctor again.
Okay, what happened at your doctor's office?
Well, I love Italian food, and he's telling me I have to give it up. He
Okay.
said all the bread, all the pasta, I have to stop eating. And I know he said white, but I mean, that's what I buy.
Wait.
What else is there?
Okay, so your doctor specifically wants you to stop eating white breads and pastas. So refined starches, is that what he was talking about?
Yes.
Okay, and that's got you upset.
I'm very sad.
Okay.
That's what I like to eat.
Did he tell you why?
He did tell me that the whites like to go into your bloodstream faster. And the whole grains are better. But I don't really know what is whole grain. So
Okay.
I really needed to talk to you.
Okay.
And do I have to give it all up?
Absolutely not. No, you don't have to give it all up. Why don't you tell me what you do know, and then we can talk a little bit more about it.
Well, I do know that I love bread with my pasta. So Italian bread goes great with Alfredo pasta.
Okay. More specifically, tell me what you know about grains.
Okay.
The differences.
So, really, what I know is just that the whites go into the bloodstream faster, and then the whole grains, they're better for you. They've got more minerals and vitamins and stuff.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're on the right track actually. So basically, white grains are basically bleached and they're stripped of their outer layer. I actually have a handout if you would like me to bring it out and you can take it
Yeah,
home.
please.
Okay.
Anything helps.
Yeah. And it's actually got some good recommendations as well. But I'm a visual person, so sometimes it helps.
No, I like to see it too. I'm glad you have this.
Okay, so on the whole grain kernel, a natural kernel is going to have an outer layer called the bran, and that's where a lot of the fiber is on the whole grain. And what they do with these refined grains is they end up stripping that.
Okay.
Okay, so you lose a lot of the fiber, you lose a lot of the healthy fat and the vitamins and minerals.
Okay.
And that is actually what slows down the digestion of the food, of the meal, when you have your whole grain. So when you have things like white bread and pastas, you end up losing that effect. And so when you have your food going really fast in the digestion, then your blood sugar ends up spiking. However, there's other ways that you can slow down digestion. If you're having your meal with enough protein and other fibers such as vegetables and fruit, then you can compensate for that. So I don't necessarily tell patients they have to give up their bread or their pasta as long as they're getting those other foods with their meals. So what I do recommend, because you still get so many other benefits from whole grains, is to usually make half their grains whole.
Okay.
So aim for that. It's a little bit more doable.
I was gonna say that's easier.
Yeah, and you can still enjoy the foods that you love. You don't have to give everything up. We've talked about enjoying your food. So this has some recommendations of ways to swap out your foods.
Oh, that's so great.
Okay, so you can take that with you.
Thank you so much.
How does that seem to you? Does that seem something you'd be able to incorporate?
Well, I mean, it's telling me exactly what I can do at the grocery store. It's telling me how much I need of it every day.
Okay.
I mean, this is great. Thank you.
Okay, good.
So I feel like I can do this.
Good. Do you have any questions? Any other questions about grains in general?
I don't think so right now. I guess I just would like to schedule another appointment with you so that way we don't run out of time and I book it this time instead of forgetting about it. So
That's no problem at all. So when would you like to come back?
I'll come back. How about in another 2 weeks?
Okay. And then we can see how this is working out for you.
Yes, that'd be great.
All right, great.